Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 6 on FM2020 with me EP1 as York City Manager as we aim to take York from the bottom division in the base FM game, which is the Vanarama National North, all the way to the top. We are currently in League 1. This will be our second season in League 1 after finishing in the playoff positions last season and then losing in the first round of the playoffs to QPR. So it's been an interesting off-season. We're going to go through transfers and go through ins and outs very quickly because it's not going to take very long, as you can see. Quickly though, before we get to any of that stuff, we will go to release players and say goodbye to a couple of players who have been around for a while. Harry Spratt was a player from the start of the game, played 92 times, scored 2 goals. I think he helped us win a cup game as well. He was quite integral in a promotion, in a cup final. Yeah, it's just we've outgrown him. As you can see, he's an okay central defender, about 24 years old. He hasn't got really any more future. He also doesn't have any great determination. He doesn't have a great personality, so it's time to let him go. So he's still a free agent, so someone could pick him up. Taylor Maloney, the man who scored 4 goals in one game off the bench, all of the goals from outside of the box. That was a crazy game, but it's now his turn to depart the club. He was out on loan last year at Bromley. He's been with us for 5 seasons, but his physicals are freaking awful. Like, if you look at them physicals, they are just not good enough. And it really did peak. If you looked at his history, he's pretty good at the Vanarama National. He's okay in League 2. After that, yeah, he died a death. In fact, last year he played in League 2 and didn't play very well at all. So I am very, very happy to let him go. Nathan Dyer, another one who's been with us since the start. He's a York City player in real life. He's a York City player through and through in this game. He is wanted as a free agent by Accrington Stanley, who are Accrington last division. They are. Okay, that's an interesting one. Anyway, Nathan Dyer's gone. I don't think he's particularly great at 23 years old as well. He's past the development curve. You're not going to see too much more growth out of him. Played 141 times, got 8 goals, did have a couple of great moments. And yet again, another player with a peak performance in the Vanarama National. So that's probably his best, his level really. I'm going to say he's a League 2 or League 2 with 36 games are nearly a 7. It's not a bad rating. So that is him gone. Ishmael Ben, this one's sore. This one hurts. He was a part of our first transfers. Look at that for a scouting rating. We've outgrown him as well. He was very, very good for us for a couple of seasons. Look at that. Look at that for an advanced playmaker. A 7.54 in the Vanarama National. Excellent. Died a death a little, nearly a 7 in League 2. So League 2, Vanarama National League player, you could say. In League 1, he had 8 chances and he wasn't great that season. He did play in the Cup, didn't he? Yeah, he played in the Cup and he was okay in the Cup, but that depends on competition. Internationally, for Tunisia, because he is an international player, he played alright. Peter Jameson, the goalkeeper we've had from the start as well, we've released. Just didn't really play him, really, did we? He's stuck in the reserves last season. He didn't even play one single match. He only played 15 in League 2. Only played 17 in the season we got promoted from the Vanarama National. So it's just another one for him, really. It's unfortunate, but we've outgrown him. And Lewis Knott was a youth prospect we picked up one season, just trying to hopefully develop him, and he didn't develop, so we've let him go as well. So that's that. All transfer-wise, we've let John go because he didn't develop, and we have about 17 strikers. That's a little bit of an exaggeration, but not by much, so we didn't need it. End of last season, we did see 2 signings because we made these signings before the end of last season. Kenny Ray came in on as a free agent from Manchester City. He's starting to develop actually, and I think he's quite a tasty player, and it could be a great little future prospect for us when it comes to a deep line forward, false 9 kind of role. He's not an out-and-out forward. He does have looks to pass rather than attempt to shoot, which is an interesting player trait for a striker. So we might have to see how he gets on. He's got no determination, which means he's being mentored at the moment. Just trying to sort that out. We also saw Brian Scott. He came in from Cardiff on a freebie as well just an outrageous striker, really. Left-footed, absolutely bags of pace, tons of balance, can finish a ball very well. He's being taught at the moment, slot the ball into bottom corners or place the ball into the net or something. Don't blast it. Try and compose yourself and make good of those opportunities. I'm expecting him to be our main man this season, really, especially with that 16 finishing and 15 dribbling. He could do a lot of damage for us up top, which is an area which we lacked last season. And Henry Bates is just a gamble, an 18-year-old who we might develop into something, we might not. He's got a couple of interesting stats. I just thought I'd bring him in to see if we can get anything out of him. If we can, we can. We can't, we can't. And we shall move on. No real drama of that one. Paying him 600 quid a week is a little bit much, but oh well. We have had. I've looked at other players, and we've tried with other players, and we've tried to get rid of other players, and nothing's really happened. And it was midway through the summer window, I decided to go in a different direction. So what we have done instead, so we go into assignments, is we have expanded our scouting from just the UK over to Europe, and we have now got some scouts such as Johnny Peters, who is out in Estonia, Hungary, Serbia, trying to find some little regens or new gens, some little sexy little youngsters that we can buy and make some profit from. We have started scouting. I have a shortlist. Let me show you a little bit of a shortlist because I have been doing some things. Cheap Euros, none of them are actually interesting coming to me. That's one thing I did notice. Doubtful. Alright, 2 of them are doubtful. They might come. 16-year-old from Sparta Prague, for example, would be very nice. The only problem we've got is players who are not English demand 8k because that is what you need for a work permit, meaning if we buy these players we've either got to pay them 8k, which is above what the board would actually pay a player, and the other issue is he's going to cost us a lot of money a week. So if we are going to buy one of these guys, we need to loan them back to the club that they are from, and then we can do something well for it. This guy I was quite interested in, and then I saw he damaged his cruciate ligaments and he's out for 9 months, so I decided not to. We have more players on here who are quite handy. Some of them aren't. Just adding them to the list. Just keep an eye on a couple of these players, and then eventually we may make a move on one of them. We may not. Goalkeeper, for example, I thought was quite nice, but we didn't really do anything in January. We didn't really in the summer, I should say, not January, and that means that the transfer budget hasn't really been depleted. I did pump an absolute ton of money into the scouting budget instead. That is what we done. Yeah, I've got 1.5 million in the scouting budget, so we're going to try and scout and build up a good short list of players that we may look to move in on next summer, because I thought the team was alright last year. I wanted to add a little bit of firepower. We've done that with Brian Scott, so I didn't think we had to do too much more. And I'm just expecting another steady finish. I'm not expecting promotion this season, but if we do, we do. When it comes to board requests, they've been very good with board requests. We've been doing loads of requests. Like the under-23s are in. We've got expanded stadiums. Youth facilities are going to be upgraded very shortly. All of this things increases the scouting range. Got an analysis in. Got some extra scouts. Changed our affiliate club deal. All of these things, and they're very, very important. And that is the bonus. The plan of action is top half this season. 3rd round in the FA Cup. 2nd round, in the Carabao Cup, and 2nd round in the Leasing Cup trophy as well. So, not dreadful expectations. When it comes to the league table and the season preview, we are predicted 8th. Last season, we were predicted 17th. So that is a pretty good, healthy chunk up of 9 places. That is pretty solid. I'll be happy with another playoff position, if I'm honest. I don't expect to go and challenge some of the big boys like Blackburn and Ipswich for the title, but if we can finish in and around this mark, it'd be quite handy. Our hot prospect is Harry Bates as the new player, and our key player is Harry Pearce. I don't know about Harry Pearce. I keep humming and hawing on where I want to play him, but I should play him because he is a good player, and I think he's got a little bit of potential as well. Just need to try and sort out that determination. That is something that I've also been going through and changing. If I go and find the right tab, there we go. We've added in some more core social groups to try and get some players tutored. The back four, these four, are in the same group, not because they're tutored, just because they then get some better chemistry lines, so they're happier playing with each other. So like McFarlane is tutoring Liam Roper, Boris Scott, and Kenny Ray. I'm going to guess it's Kenny Ray. Max Saunders is tutoring Kington and Langford, for example. All these little things just trying to improve the youngsters in my squad to try and help their determination out, get them some better personalities, because Matt Saunders, for example, has got resolute personality, and that is very good. And then build off that. We've had no real transfer issues for anyone. We've had no one real come in for any players, so it's been a quiet window so far. There is time in the window to go, though. I do understand that. I think is it next month the window shuts? Yeah, so it's Monday the 2nd. Yeah, it's Monday the 2nd the window shuts. So we've still got a little bit of time. We've still got just under a month. So some things could happen, but I'm not expecting too much. So with that all said and done, let's go to picking the team. Let's go to picking the team for the first game of the season. And let's get the first game of the season underway as well. Oh, I swapped these two over. I swapped the... used to have the advanced playmaker on this side, and then the forward that used to drop in on this side. I noticed that these two players were getting too close to each other, the striker and the advanced playmaker, so just swapped them over, just so it's a little bit more balanced across the midfield. And where is Mark Lake? Because I would like to play... He's still suspended from the back end of last season after that awful challenge. That's a frustrating one. Jeez. Alright, that means Langford's going to have to play... I do have a defensive midfielder, you. Yes, I'm going to play you over that, and I'll swap you two over. That'll be the team I go for. Giles is not playing over Kington, I can tell you that much. Pierce, Oliver, and Baines. Is that the way we're going to start? We're going to play Ben Cabby. At some point, Oliver's got to go. At some point, we've got to wean Oliver out of the team, because Cabby's a better player and he's got more potential. But he's just such a composed, wise head at the back. He doesn't really do anything wrong, so I can't drop him for no real reason. Langford needs to be on the bench. Don't need a goalkeeper on the bench. You rarely get an injury. Kenny Ray. I've got so many strikers this season. If you've done your maths and worked it out, I've got Ititi, McFarlane, Kenny Ray, Roper, Mooney, Scott. I've got too many. The problem is that none of them can go out on loan because none of them's got good enough determination or personality to do well when it comes to being loaned out. So all of them have got to stay. Meaning one of these boys, out of McFarlane and Mooney, might get moved on from in January, which we're going to have to see, because it's going to cause me a problem at some point. I'm going to have to just deal with it when it comes. I'm going to start with this. This is the team we're going to start with. Standard formation we've all come accustomed to, really. I need to set up some extra tactics as backup tactics for when we change stuff, but that's something I'm going to do off screen, because I'm just being lazy when it comes to tactics, really, and I'm not really helping the coherency out and the I can't say that word. Familiarity. No, that is not how you say that word. Anyway, let's get to the first game of the season, which is Walsall. Second season in League One. Probably expecting one more after this. Not really expecting promotion off this season, but you never know. Hopefully, we can have a better start to the season than we did last year. It was awful. It was god awful last season, having them 5 games in a row without a single goal and losing every single one. So we'll see how the season starts off. If we start well and we start on fire and we find ourselves in a playoff hunt or in a promotion hunt, we'll commit to it, and we may add in January to try and confirm that. If we're not, we'll probably just line astern, keep the wage budget low. That is one thing I didn't want to do. I didn't want to go and spend a load of money on a player I didn't necessarily need, just to improve, just for a little gain, just because just because I want to keep the wage budget low, I did just notice Davis had a good old little chance there, but didn't go to the back of the net. Kington with the ball in. Baines! Oh, and Lewis Baines, the guy who scored in the playoffs last season, has scored the first goal of the season. Well done, Bainesy boy. We will have some of that, and that is a goal off the first set piece of the season as well. I have been doing some more set piece stuff. I've been trying to maximise our set pieces when it comes to pre-season, but it hasn't gone all well so far. As I put my earbuds out of my ear and put them on my desk, we've had a good start here, boys. We're going to demand some more in a minute after this highlight. Here's Austin. Now Griffin in the midfield. Buckerdum. Griffin, Morris. Simple ball out wide to Lampton. Now he's closed down. Crosses towards Whittaker. Oh, it's off the bar with the Giles and a little bit of the crossbar, a little bit of the post. Anyway, hooked clear, out for a throw-in. Now it is Whittaker again. Battersby in towards Southam. Kington with a header away. Get wide, Kington. You're in the wrong position there. Whittaker again coming forward. Headed away again by Kington, the big 6'2" wing back. Lampton, or Lamptley, in towards Whittaker, who heads. Oh, and it's in the back of the net from Morgan Whittaker. It's 2 headers early on in this game that has got the goals. Do I spend money on a goalkeeper? Because we've got a month. I might. That is the one thing I've been humming and hawing over all season last year and all the time this year. If I can find a goalkeeper who can mentor Harry Giles and be better than Giles off the bat, I might go and do it, but I want to give the young lad a chance, but he makes the odd mistake. I don't think that goal was the greatest of goals to concede, but it's a little bit FN this year. Headers do seem a little bit odd. Davis in towards Saunders, who finds Mooney and has a shot. I think Saunders should have probably gone for goal there. As Mitchell collects that, we are going to have a little shout now for demand more. We've have not been the better side so far, have we? Look at the possession. They are battering us for possession, but we are doing better. That is a sign that we need to be... No, not that. Not that at all. I pressed the wrong button. I'm all over the place now. And play for a few days, if you can't tell. Let's go high tempo. Let's go standard passing. And let's not worry about possession too much then, because we're clearly getting battered by it, so we might as well try and break their press and just go a little bit more direct. Are they pressing high? Is that something that they are doing? Where is the feedback? Give me feedback, my friend. We're giving up too many opportunities for set pieces. That is all fine. And Morgan Whittaker is pulling all the strings, as you fully expect from a winger who is actually quite good. Saying that Davis is our best fullback, so you'd expect him to do better there. Here is Kington now on his left-hand side. Gets the ball into midfield to Coyle. Drops it back. Now it's rotated back outside to Kington. A little bit further up the pitch. The cross is blocked. And Austin launches the ball forward for Oliver to header. Now it's Austin again. Driving forward down his right-hand side. Good tackle there. But Lamp takes over. Now it's back to Austin. Now it's Muckerdum. Now Morris. Muckerdum again with the ball. Can he get the switch maybe? No, he's just playing a little 1-2 to Morris. And now he finally releases Austin. Oh, he goes through and it's a good save. Goes through. God, I went Norfolk there. Holy moly. That was interesting defending. Corner in, headed away, well done. Mooney. Keep it calm, son. Well done. Out for a throw in, we'll take it. Our short passes are connecting very well. What are we doing? What are we doing with the ball then? I don't understand. We need to mark him tight and try and contain him. We need to do something because it's clearly not working. He's used to playing at a lower tempo. He's not used to being a pressing. Yeah, whatever. Just ignore a load of that stuff then. Let's go back to their formation on the screen. And we might... No, not my formation. I don't know what my formation is. It's what I changed. That is the end of this half though. We're going into half-time at 0-0, or 1-1, should I say, drawing, that's what I wanted to say. But 0-0 instead of 1-1. Is he that good? He can't header a football, man. He scored a header and he can't even header a football. He's not great, is he? Let's be honest. I just expect Coyle to play better and just shut him down a little bit more. I'm not happy with the performance out there. Where is Leon. I keep saying Coyle. It's Leon Davis, isn't it? Every time. I will get your name right. He's like, I'll play well when you get my name right. I'm not happy with your performance, son, because you've just been a bit of a lackluster, and Oliver, son, is not playing great either. Here's Griffin on the second half. Look at him. What a name that is. Kozak to Lamptey. Back to Kozak. Keeping the football quite well. And now as the highlight ends for the kickoff highlight, we can actually get into some real action eventually when the game feels like showing us something. Whenever that shall be. Who's playing poorly? Coyle's not playing the greatest of games. Here is Saunders with a free kick though, and a chance to get the ball into a dangerous area. And he does well. It's Baines at back post. Oh, Baines! Oh, he has a second stab at it as well. Lewis Baines could have had a brace this game. That's a great opportunity for Lewis Baines. Oliver's playing shite. Oliver... Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I want to secure the point at least. I don't want to lose. I don't know where Walsall are predicted at the table, but I don't want to be losing the opening game of the season like we did last year. I want to try and pick up a point at least and try and build off that. Which, we'll see how this goes. But we're getting battered for possession. Utterly battered. Despite it saying our short passing is connecting well, we're going to keep the football, so whatever they're doing it very well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start passing the ball into space. Stop playing out of defence. We're going to be a little bit more disciplined, and I think that is going to help us maybe counter-attack a little bit more. Here's Coyle. Saunders. Little dribble through the centre of the park. Little ball to Kington is the best option. He finds him. Now it's Scott, who hasn't really done anything this game. I noticed. Ball in towards Mooney. Now it's Whittaker. Yeah, Mooney and Scott have been quiet. Here's Kington. Now Saunders. Now Scott with his left peg crosses it in towards Davis at back post, but it's headed away by Morris. Now it's Coyle. Davis is offside. Don't pass it to him. Well done. Now it's Saunders again. Ball out wide to Kington. Get the ball into the box towards Mooney! Kingsley Mooney scores his goal! Get in, my boy. Get in, Sonny Jim. That was good football, that was. Kept the ball well, rotated possession, and then Kington delivered the great cross. I need to change. I'm going to do it now. Pause. Where are you? There we go. Sorry, son. Your name's getting changed. Your name is getting changed to Ooft. There you go. Your name is you're now called Ooft. There we go. Excellent. Now we get to play again. Play. That is the correct button. Wonderful. Wonderful goal from Mooney. 2 assists from Jake Kington in this game. Well done, big boy, with that one. Despite the fact he can't cross a football to save his life. He's got 7 crossing. But game doesn't care. If you cross the ball enough times, eventually one of them's going to stick, I suppose. Baines is playing well. Kington's playing well. Mooney's playing well. Scott's not playing terribly, so can't criticise him too much. The substitution does seem to have helped because Cabby's having a better rating. He's already gone up to a 6.8 instead of a 6.7. And the minutes are starting to tumble. I'm just going to say get creative, really. I don't really know if there's anything else to say. There's Coyle sliding on the ground while on a yellow card. That's a concern. I'm going to sub him off any moment now. Here's Moss driving forward. He's beat one. He's got to the byline, pulled it back. Good header away by Kington. Now it's Lamptey. Beats Kington. Now it's Austin. Straight at Giles' chest. We're up to 7th for the table. I just noticed that as well. We need to make a sub. In all fairness, I might need one more centre mid. Just thinking about it. Like, I've got Mark Lake, can I? I keep forgetting. Mark Lake's suspended. Yeah, we don't need another centre mid. I've got Mark Lake. Ignore me. Can you tackle? Not particularly. Just run around, son. Just run around. That'll do. Don't really need you to do too much more. Just keep it tight. Don't do anything stupid. And we'll play on the counter-attack a little bit more. And we'll slowly start wasting time. And lowering the tempo. And being a little less adventurous with the football. Ever since we stopped passing out of the back, I do think it's helped our defence. Here's Davis. Now Langford. Back to Davis on his right-hand side. Gets tackled by Muckadam. But Pearce picks up that ball and launches it straight centre of the pitch. So that's ball. But Scott finds Mooney, who has a blast. Ball goes past Langford and now it's Moss. Now it's Austin on this right hand side and the highlight ends. Baines is being told to calm the frick down and Walsall have a free kick in a dangerous... Ref! Oh my word! It's Cadley with the goal in the back post. You can't blow the whistle when Lewis Baines is out of position. That's bullshit, ref. Why are you... Hang on. Right. Lewis Baines. I don't know where Lewis Baines is meant to be. Where the frick is free kicks? Free kicks. Where's Lewis Baines? He's meant to be there. He's meant to be man mark. I'm alright. I might want to change my defending free kicks. Anyway, he's meant to be in the centre of the box defending the free kick. And you freaking go back. Go back. I'm sorry. You go and discipline him. That's fine, ref. I'm fine with that. Discipline him. He's blown the whistle and he's played the ball. Look at Baines is. He's not in position, ref. That's outrageous. And let him get in position at least. Admittedly, Baines could probably hurry up a little bit more, but... Ref, I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming. They've scored a goal at back. I don't really give a shit that they scored. I'm blaming the ref on that one. I'm blaming the ref. I want to see the referee's rating at the end of this game, because if it's good, I'm going to be fuming. Baines, we'll take the 2-2 draw. We'll take the point, but we conceded a goal from freaking set piece, which is not ideal either. Need to go do my free kick set pieces. Clearly, from defending, here's Baines. Don't concede again. Good tackle, Bainesy boy. Keep it in. I'll play it down the line. Don't cross it across the centre of the pitch there, man. Jesus Christ. That is not how you play football. You're taught that as a kid. Don't play the ball across it. Whittaker! I was so close to freaking the F out then. I think I'd have lost it. I think I'd have lost it, if I'm honest. I was about to do some serious editing with the audio to make sure that words didn't come out of my mouth that weren't audible. Holy moly, that was dramatic when it shouldn't have been. We didn't play great. We really didn't. Oliver wasn't great either. Tom Giles. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. That worries me. That worries me. He's better, isn't he? He just genuinely is. Will Yaskalainen is the better goalkeeper. I'm trying to convince myself he's not, but he is. He just is. Why is he better though? Why is Yaskalainen better? He's got better one-on-ones. He's got better throwing. He isn't good at passing. His kicking's the same. Handling better. First touch better. Communication worse. Command of the area worse. He's got better aerial reach. Physicals are miles better. He's taller. I might go and buy a goalkeeper, you know. We might go and buy a goalkeeper. I'm putting it off and trying to get this guy to play well, but I'm going to do some little looks at his stats. What's that? 6.79. Is that a good rating for a goalkeeper? Is that a good rating? What did you perform? So you are just a bog standard goalkeeper, and last season you put up a 6.83. Comparison. Can I compare you to Giles? You are in areas. You're a lot better. You're better distribution, better physically. You're better mentally. Your worse communication. We don't know about speed. Aerially, they're the same. Hum. 2-2 draw to Walsall is not exactly ideal. Team talk wise. Unlucky, because I would have blamed the ref on that one. Where's the review? The ref got 8.8. Shut up, game. It was a disgrace. The referee's an utter disgrace. He's a disgrace. I'm calling it now. I might sound salty. I don't care. The referee's a joke. We will come back for How many games is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're going to come back for Charlton and Accrington Stanley. Who the fuck are they? And I will catch you there. So thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, and all that stuff as always. And as always, peace out.